Whew. Hi everybody, it's me, Lisa T, coming at you with some positive energy. I just had a hot bath, so me, Lisa T, coming at you with some positive energy, reading The Language of Letting Go. Let it go, let it go, let it go by Melody Beattie. And I'm doing some catch up here, so we're gonna see me times 3 right now. Okay, letting go of perfection. Did we do that? August 10th. Directness. Yep, we did that. And friends, we did that. Okay, good. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. Okay, so we are doing August 14th. Owning our power. Do not give your power away. Own your power. The more I work on this stuff, the more I work on myself, the more I work on like my own energy and what I'm feeling and bringing it back into me, bringing the experiences of life back into how can I respond to this situation, seeing what is happening in my own body, what am I feeling, where am I feeling it, how can I let that go, how can I let it flow, how can I stop resisting. The more I do that, the more I own my power, and I don't give my power away to people, places, and things to control how I am feeling. I am in control of that. That's my responsibility, to take care of myself, to take care of my feelings, to take care of my experience, and to process the world around me, to turn it into higher good. So that's how we own our power. Bring it back. Let that go and bring it back. Okay, owning our power, August 14th. Many of us have someone in our life who challenges our ability to trust and care for ourselves. I think I've had that my whole life. There's a new book I'm reading, and it was there's a bunch of books I've read over the years. One was Radical Forgiveness, and it was about seeing how everything happens for basically a good reason. That's really paraphrasing, that's really simplifying, but how everything happens for a good reason. And a new book I'm reading now, again, is about seeing our experience, every single life experience, as like as a choice that I made coming into this life to learn some of my greatest lessons. So, with my experience through life, being adopted right from birth, and having my mother die when I was 12, and then having a stepmother that is not in my life anymore. So, a constant, someone could see that as constant abandonment. But then also those moments challenged me to learn how to, it took me decades to learn through those experiences how to then bring it back and learn to trust and care for myself. I'm the only person that can really take care of me. So my life experiences are showing me that. Tough, but the toughest lessons, with the greatest risk comes the greatest reward. With the toughest lessons also comes the toughest, I've talked about it. I haven't talked about this in a while, though. I went through the dark night of the soul a few years back. And through my recovery journey, I recognize these dark nights of the soul that I go through, and it's these intense, painful moments where I'm feeling stuff that had been pushed down for years and years and years, and it all started to come up layer by layer. And the longer I'm in recovery, sometimes the deeper or the more pain that would come. But because I've been through it, and because I stayed in recovery and I stayed in the work, I learned that with those deep, deep pains also came these elation, revelations, so with great risk comes great reward, and with deep pain, when we face deep pain, we also get extreme healing. So balance, right? So yeah, anyways, I think I went off on a tangent there, so let's get back on track here. Many of us have someone in our life who challenges our ability to trust and care for ourselves. So if you have someone in your life that you find when I'm with it, it's hard for me to trust and care for myself, when the codependency kicks in and you people please, or you think more about caring for them than yourself. Though that's going to be a great lesson for you to remember to reel it back in. You got to always reel it back in and care for yourself. Trust yourself to care for yourself. So when we hear that person's voice or are in his or her presence, we may forget all we know about what is real, about how to own our power. So it all of a sudden flies out of your head about all the stuff that we work on. So you forget all you know and all that's real about how to own our power, about how to be direct about what we know and believe to be true, about how important we are. So there might be someone in your life that challenges all that. So we give up our power to that person. If that's the case, you're giving your power to that person. People pleasing will give that power to another person. people, places, and things, people in recovery, people, places, and things have dominated their lives. People and places and things have dictated how they feel about themselves. So we got to change that and bring it back to ourselves and own our power. So when we do these things like people pleasing, etc., or make people, places, and things responsible for our own experience, then we give up our power to that person, place, or thing. The child in us gets hooked with a mixture of powerful feelings, love, fear, or anger. It's the inner child that's getting triggered. We may feel trapped, helpless, or so attracted that we can't think straight. There may be a powerful tug of war going on between feelings of anger and our need to be loved and accepted, or between our head and our heart. The longest journey is from your head to your heart. We get in our heads about it. Oh, wonder, and you start thinking about things instead of trusting the heart, trusting your gut. We may be so enamored or intimidated that we revert to our belief that we can't react or respond to this person any differently. So you think like, oh God, I wish I could say this, or I wish I could do that, but I can't because I'm attracted or enamored by this person and I just want to people please them. So we may be so enamored or intimidated that we revert to our belief that we can't react or respond to this person any differently. We get hooked. We don't have to stay under that spell. It's a spell. You're under a spell. Recognize that. We start by becoming aware of the people who hook us, and then accepting that. Accept that person. Okay, so you can learn from that. Oh, when I'm at work with that coworker, or when I'm with this group of friends, I'm with that friend, or I'm with this family member, I get hooked. So just recognizing it, I get under the spell and I forget all I've learned. So awareness is step one. Awareness is a first step. So we start by becoming aware of the people who hook us, and then accept that. We can force ourselves through the motions of reacting differently to that person, even if that new reaction is awkward or uncomfortable. So fake it till you make it. So recognize. So you become aware, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna have to respond differently to this person. I'm gonna have to really force myself to do something different with this person. And it might feel awkward or uncomfortable at first. That's okay. You're getting out of your comfort zone. You're doing something new. Of course, that's going to be awkward and uncomfortable the first time. So search out your motivations. What is the motivation? Always search. What is my motivation in saying this? What is my motivation in doing this? The motivation is really important. So search out our motivations. Are we somehow trying to control or influence the other person? We cannot change the other person, but we can stop playing our part of the game. Control and manipulation. It's such a sneaky little thing that sneaks in there. You don't even realize you're doing it. To stop by playing the game. One good way to do this is by detaching and letting go of any need to control. Let go, let go, let go, let go. The next step is learning to own our power to take care of ourselves. Just remembering, nope, I can take care of myself in this situation. I can identify my needs. I can identify my wants, and I can take actions and I can create responses that will tune in to those needs and wants. So yeah, the next step is learning to own our power to take care of ourselves, to be who we are, free from their influence. We can learn to own our power with difficult people. You can do this. It may not happen overnight, but we can begin. Everything is practice. Practice, 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 practice. It may not happen overnight, but we can begin today to change our self-defeating reactions to the people who have hooked us. It's a good one. Here's your prayer for today. God, help me identify the relationships where I have forfeited my own power, and help me unhook and begin to own my power again. Ask for help. Amen. Thanks for watching.